Okay, and we are starting here. Um, Tanya asked a good question. How do you get your photos from, if you have like photos and your stuff in your shop from your phone, like you're taking pictures of your product, how do you get it to your Etsy? If you have Apple products, I personally use AirDrop. It's just easier for me. If you don't, you can email it to yourself. If you have a Google Drive, have Google Drive on your phone, just add your photos to Google Drive. I've always had trouble getting photos like from Google Docs or PowerPoints or something and downloading them from my computer. So that's a roundabout different way. Okay, so now we are starting here for shop preferences. So you have your shop banner, you have your shop icon, you have general information about your shop, you have your shop name, and things like that. What we don't have, we will do along the way. And it's relatively very easy to set up an Etsy store. So the first one is mostly just filling out your information about your shop language, country, and currency. Save and continue. And then you have your shop name. I had to play around a little bit with my shop name, but have between 4 and 20 characters, and then no special characters, spaces, or accented letters. You can also use Etsy in incognito to look at different shop names, something that might be similar to the one that you want. But ultimately, it will let you know if you have to, if it's available or not. All right, and then he'll get to stock your shop. Mine looks a little different right now because I added a few things, but it will say, like pick your, oh here, let's just add a listing so you can see. Okay, so tell us about your listing, category, digital or physical, and these are just little things that you will fill out. Let me do one that I haven't done yet. Let's do, oh, let's do a scavenger hunt. I'm gonna do mine, whether you do digital or physical, I'm gonna start mine as a digital. Well, you both have physical items. Let's start as physical. And then your category, it would just depend on what you're selling. So, let me see if there's ceramics and there's different things you can do. It will, I think this one would be actually really good. Here's your ceramics because you have people. Your ashtray, it's not really a plate, but it might can go under plate. That's something you might can play around with too. And then learning fitness, but you could put your book under there. Well, she was eating.
Can you do multiple categories or you have to pick one?
You have to pick one category per product.
Per
You can duplicate the product and make it a different category, but you'll need to change, like, tweak a few things like your listing, photos, your description, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's do,
Okay.
I don't think they have scavenger hunt, but all of mine go under learning in school. That's what mine's under. So then it will appear in all three of these categories. The deeper that you can go into a category, the better, as long as it matches your item. Mine's a physical item. Who made it? I did. It is a finished product. Why are you laughing?
I did. I made it.
I made it. I did done it. Um, I
Oh,
would
okay. You
put,
can do a made to order. Okay.
yes, you can do it made to order, or Tanya, if yours is already pre-made, yours would more than be made recently. Unless they have something that's personalization, you can have made to order. Save and continue.
Do one of these.
I do not
What?
want a snotty kiss, but thank you.
Just one of these.
I do. That's not a smoochie. That's a snotty. Then you'll get some more details. Sir, I am trying to record a class. I love you. And then your title. I'm gonna put something generic, but this is also where you can use Etsy check. You have a title generator, but honestly, I use ChatGPT. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's enlarge this too. I do not care for that. Okay, so my item is going to be like a scavenger hunt bingo card. So because I am forgetful and a lot of things pop up, I'm just gonna put that here as a placeholder. And then go to ChatGPT, write a better title for a scavenger. I still spelled that wrong. Scavenger hunt bingo card, or I'm gonna put 18 month colors that are unsold. I always put maximum SEO just to see what I start with. Right. I didn't put how many I wanted. And I'll see what comes up. And I'll also take the same phrase and go into Etsy check, tag generator. And these are all things that will also go in your listing and also keep in your spreadsheet as well. Still spelled that wrong. There we go. Scavenger, bingo, hunt. And homeschool. Yeah, let's keep that. And then search. And the free one, you only get 3 a day. I think I used one this morning. I'm not really sure. So basically, you want a high search volume, but you want low competition. And if you check mark it, the good thing is it creates all your tags over here, or keeps them all together. So scavenger hunt, I think would be good. Neighborhood game, maybe. Let's see what else. There's not really much else. Okay. Let's do neighborhood game, nature scavenger hunt, nature hunt. Ooh, toddler treasure. Would not have thought of that one. Finding game for kid. Even though it says there's no data, I still think that if it's a low search, somebody's searching for it and they'll find it. Outdoor kid activity. Could be a family activity. Outdoor family game. That gives me 8. So that's a good place to start. I'm gonna leave this hold up. So from my title from ChatGPT, I might use this one. Because I know in a different tag, early learning was something, an early learning activity was something that was searched. And it has early learning and activity. So I'm going to choose this one. I think this one's good too. I might combine these two. Going back to my Etsy title and just pasting. Let me go get this one. Copy, paste. And take out all these quotation marks. And then I just edited early learning, scavenger, early learning, interactive, scavenger hunt, bingo card, teen month, and put old, because I would search for 18-month-old homeschool activity. This. And then dash homeschool, toddlers, outdoor. And that's how I create my title. So then you can add your photos. I'm just gonna add a general photo because I'm not ready. I'm not going to be ready to publish this yet. Oh, another thing, if you have a video, I would highly suggest to add a video. It has to be at least 15 seconds. Etsy will cut it off at the 15-second mark. But you can only add one video, 10 photos. The first one will be a primary photo. Mine is a 4x4 in Canva. And it shows up well. It's well put when you search it on Etsy. And then it does suggest to add more videos. I will say this percentage keeps going up. I think when I started, it was like 21%. So that's great. And then it will say what your thumbnail is. You can adjust it. And then we'll get to the description. So what I like to do, use good old Chatty Chad, copy my title. Let's go back here, and then I'll say, again, write a description for a quotations activity, insert my title, and then any other details that you would have. This is a laminated, yeah, I've been a little bit of stress by this, right? And also the reviews. See how many, like 10, 15, 15, 15, and they said I might actually change that to 10. Are we having difficulties?
So I just put like 5 words into Chat GPT and got like 5 paragraphs and all that.
Yes.
Is all that stuff going that's in the Etsy description?
It can see what you like, see what you don't like. So mine.
Okay. Does it all
figure
fit?
it out.
Well, I can look and see if it fits, but I'm like, oh my gosh. Welcome to our shop where nostalgia meets craftsmanship.
Yes. Okay. So okay. We if you're on the one where it says welcome to the shop, there is a spot where there's shop announcements in Etsy. Here, I'm gonna go, let me pull up another tab and you can put it in there. You can see what it looks like in mine. I love ChatGPT because I'm like, I didn't even ask for that, but okay, that's fine. I wonder if I'm on my other ones. You're all done? Okay, okay. Well, I don't want to log out of this one, but save that. The
Okay.
welcome to Misfits Ceramics, because you can put that.
Well, this is like awesome.
So mine wrote everything out. And then this is also where you can use the incognito mode again. So as you're doing the Etsy research, look at other people's descriptions, see what you like, what you don't like. It's like, oh, I could probably add that in there, especially like digital products. I like to look at their photos to say, oh, I should include a photo of this is how to download and access your file, or in my description, I should include in there several times that this is not a physical item. Mostly I just like looking at other people's stuff, but copy and paste my whole thing. I will edit it later. This is just for to get your shop going, and then a price. Ooh, what would I charge for this? You can always change your prices. If you are, if I don't want to forget this as well. If you see that you have a product, I'm coming to get you down. If you see that you have a product that you really like, and maybe people are clicking on it but not really buying, duplicate that product, and there might be something that you have to change, like your photo or maybe some words in your description. I try not to delete my listings. I just create another one and edit it, and once that one starts selling, then I'll deactivate the other one. And it hasn't really hurt my shop. Let's see. Did I put 10? I think I put 10. Can you breathe? Are you okay? You know, it's not.
Man, after reading this description that ChatGPT just wrote for me, I want to raise the price of the ashtray.
Yes.
Like, it
Okay.
sounds so good. I'm just like, wow, that sounds really good. It makes it sound so much better than it is.
I'm gonna put mine, since it's laminated too. I'm gonna put mine for 15. Oh, didn't click. And then it will tell you an estimated profit. I still really don't mind the fees, quite honestly. And then another tip that I learned was to put your quantity at a low amount. So one, buyer scarcity, and then two, it helps you to keep up with your inventory. So I don't know, 13 is my favorite number, so I always put somewhere around there. SKU, I started adding mine because this one has both digital and physical products. So I have a P for physical. I think this is like the second or third one, so I'll just put 3. And if it's digital, I'll put D for digital. You don't have to, you can just put 1, but it helps with organization. Variations, it depends. I use this more for like creating something that's has more than one personalization, I guess, to put it that way. And then we're getting more into attributes and tags. Since this is my printable, primary color of mine is white. Secondary color would be black because I would print these. Occasion, back to school is one. And then holiday, I just picked the next holiday, which would be, I think it's Halloween. that's available with Etsy. I think it's just Halloween. I highly encourage you to fill out everything that you can. Okay, getting into tags. We're going to go back to, oh, that's not the one that we were on before. There we go. Go back to Etsy check. We got all those tags before. I'm just going to copy. I have 8 out of 13. Paste them in there. I will max it out later. Let's click add. There's a character limit of 20 on here, and then I think down in materials there's a character limit of 70. So you can combine some of these, but it's mostly materials that you're using. So like, I'm not sure what you call it, just ceramic clay, paintable ceramic clay. I'm not really sure. And then Larnie, what you're using to sell, it might be like t-shirts or something. So there's one that is like Bella Canvas crew neck sweater. You could use that as a material. You were struggling. Can I help you? Are you getting sleepy? Okay. I'm going to skip my materials for right now as well. Physical item, that's the thing you chose at the beginning, as well as your category. And then shipping, digital items don't have it, but physical items do, and you can create your own shipping. I created standard last night, and I would just click apply. Or if you want to change it, you can always create a new one. You are struggling. I always have it calculate for me. Let's put in my zip code. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new one because I need one that's a pre-sale. 2 weeks. 1, 2. Let's do actually 2 to 3 weeks. Where will I ship it? Everywhere. The types of mail classes that you will use. There's different options, advanced options. I started to not do free shipping, and it has still worked out pretty well. Shipping, handling, I don't have anything. And then I will save profile, and this one I will name as pre-sale. Save and apply. Weight estimated, it's laminated. Do you want your other one? Estimated weight. It's like a book. I'm gonna say 5. And all these you can change later as well. I think this will fit in my smaller one. But 12, 5, 8, 2. I don't have customs. That's more for international things. Returns and exchanges, the same thing as shipping. You can change it. 30 is the most common. 14 days is what I have. It will say like some things. This country that you might ship to requires you to have more than 14 days. And then your shop section, I have mine. I have 2 right now, toddler printable puzzles. And that is my Pop-Tart. Custom coloring books. I'm gonna add this one under scavenger hunts.
So you have that all set separately for whichever one. whichever item you're selling. Do you have to do that for every item that you're selling?
The shop section.
Yeah.
No, like if I create more than one scavenger hunt, they'll all just go under scavenger hunts.
But I'm saying like this is you had coloring books. Yeah. So you made a different section for all the different items that
Yes.
you're
Yes.
okay. And that is that because they're all different like shippings and all that stuff?
No, I mean most of the shipping is still the same because I literally just duplicate the listing, but it's
Okay.
more for organization as people come into your shop, and it's also like an Etsy algorithm type of thing. Like, hey, these are all the toddler printable puzzles that she sells, rather
Oh,
than it's
gotcha, gotcha,
just
gotcha.
this is what it is in your shop.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'll keep adding more, maybe like I'll probably add one that's like bingo cards because I know they'll be a little bit different.
Gotcha.
This also has a character limit on it as well. Yes. What? Okay, okay. Featured, I like to have it if it's new. There'll also be one under here that says, do you want to add it to Etsy ads? Once it gets going, you don't have to. And then I have most of mine set to automatic renewal, especially if it's digital. If it's a physical one item, if I know that I really like it and I want to continue, then I'll put it automatic. In my other shop, because I have live plants, I do it manual just because it might be out of the growing season. And then save and continue. And it'll create your new little one. And like each one of these, I didn't add a new listing. I may have like copied. So let's copy this one and I'll change it to bingo cards. So I'll just take out scavenger hunt. Hey. I will change all of this later, but I know that I'm going to change it later and I'll just save and continue because my title is different, but I know that this one's going to be different. Hey, you okay? And they all look the same now just because that's the same photo I kept using. Digital products, it'll be the same when you add a new listing. It'll show the same one, physical or digital, but this is what it will look like. Pretty much the same. The only thing you have to have is a digital file. Now, these digital files are not what matches this one. This is from my other digital file, but again, I know I'm going to change it. Description, you can add personalization, pricing. This is what I was talking about with the inventories, and it's digital. This is the first one. It does not have variations. These might be the same. This is where I filled out all, hey now. This is where I filled out all of my tags. I still didn't add materials. Category is still the same. No shipping and returns, and this is where it's under toddler printable puzzles. Actually, let's feature this one. And then just save and continue. And then I'll just copy, copy, copy instead of going in and adding a new listing and starting all the way over. That's me, a personal preference. Questions? Any questions so far? I think the creating a listing is not the hardest part, but it is the most timing consuming.
It's the filling out part, like filling out all the sections.
Yeah.
That gets like, oh, okay, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
But
once you create one, just copy it, just duplicate it, and just change a little bit.
Right.
That's what has helped me. Okay. Tanya, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
just, yep, I'm moving.
Yep, they're still there. Okay. Let's see if we can finish this in like 3 minutes. So you can add as many as you want, but really, just to get started, you need just one. I was ambitious last night. Save and continue. How you'll get paid. I want to say the time. Oh yeah, this is where I stopped last time. So information that you'll fill out.